We've recently seen the term Sigma male popping up all over social media. But what is a Sigma male, and what type of women are these men looking for?
According to Google Trends, the term Sigma male originally popped up in 2021. It has quickly gained popularity over the last 3 years. In 2023, hashtag Sigma got 46 billion views on TikTok. Sigmas are known as the rarest males on Earth, which makes them irresistible to women, says TikToker Sal Nakin in an explainer video with almost 900,000 likes.
A Sigma male is typically portrayed as someone who is non-conformist, self-reliant, and independent. Unlike the alpha male who seeks to dominate social hierarchies, or the beta male who tends to conform to societal norms, the Sigma male is more of a lone wolf, comfortable in operating outside traditional social structures. They often possess traits such as intelligence, confidence, and a strong sense of autonomy. While the concept of alpha, beta, and omega males has been around for a while, the Sigma male is a relatively newer addition to this typology. We've chosen a video called The Perfect Woman for Sigma Males to illustrate these points and to provide a platform for this discussion. Wise Thinker explores the mindset and lifestyle of the independent, non-conforming man. Content focuses on personal growth, self-improvement, and critical thinking. There's a link to the full video and the channel in the description below.
Let's delve into what makes a woman perfect for these mysterious men. 1. She doesn't thrive off of male attention. A mysterious man walks into a dimly lit bar. His presence commands attention, and all heads turn to look at him. This man is not your typical alpha male. He's a Sigma male. He sits down at the bar, orders a drink, and scans the room. Suddenly, his eyes lock on a woman sitting alone at a table. She doesn't seem to care that he's there, and that's what makes her so intriguing. She exudes confidence and independence, two traits that are highly valued by Sigma males.
When he says a mysterious man walks into a bar, it made me think of the joke, an Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman walk into a bar.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for a punchline.
Yeah.
So we know that this man is mysterious.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they make that quite clear.
Yeah, that was said more than once.
Yeah.
The woman knowing her own worth and being independent and not having to put on an act to attract a man is a good thing. But I'm not sure in this actual situation that they portray there's going to be a good meeting between the two necessarily. And if she's not looking at you or taking any notice, she probably has got no intention of hooking up with someone.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it sounds like these two would never quite get to the point where they would start communicating. No. If they're both so independent that neither one of them wants to, look too needy.
Yeah.
by giving, the appropriate social signals, I can see this never actually taking off the ground.
Yes.
2. She is willing to take charge, even in the bedroom. Have you ever been in a situation where you're unsure of what your partner wants, or you're constantly hiding behind them? Well, Sigma men are not looking for that kind of dynamic. These mysterious men prefer women capable of taking charge, especially in the bedroom. But hold on. It's not about being submissive or dominant. Instead, Sigma men want an assertive partner who's not afraid to explore and express her desires. Equal relationships are crucial for them, and they're looking for a partner who feels the same way.
Well, that all sounds very good, doesn't it? Ladies, form an orderly queue.
Yes, no complaints about any of that.
No.
During my research for this video, I came across an article called 17 Sigma Male Bedroom Ideas, and I was quite disappointed when it turned out to be about painting and decor suggestions. But in all seriousness, I do think that this sounds quite healthy.
Yeah, it does actually. Very healthy, yeah. So, tick.
Yes.
So what do men have to do to be a mysterious Sigma male?
I don't know. I mean, you would have thought by the time he's got his clothes off, it's kind of all the
mystery is gone, isn't it, really?
3. She is not superficially charming with exaggerated gestures. You're at a party, and you notice a woman trying too hard to get attention from men. She's exaggerating her gestures and putting on a superficial charm that seems fake and insincere. Though this approach might work on most men, it's not likely to impress Sigma men. Unlike other men drawn to flashy charm displays, Sigma males value genuine connections and authenticity. They're looking for a partner who is unafraid to be her true self and doesn't rely on exaggerated behaviors to win them over. This woman is humble and original, not trying to put up any smoke and mirrors to impress anyone. Instead, she captivates with her genuine nature, allowing others to appreciate her for who she truly is.
I do completely understand why people are seeking something that seems authentic and genuine in this world of social media and, you know, filters and
photoshopping.
fake. Yeah,
exactly.
I do understand. I do just think we need to be a little bit careful because people's body language can be affected by all kinds of things that don't necessarily mean that they're insincere people. It can be people from different cultures might express themselves differently, or people from different perhaps social backgrounds or family backgrounds might express themselves differently, or just who they are as a person.
I think myself, for example, I think when I'm a bit nervous, like in a situation meeting somebody new, because of the nerves, I kind of might go a little bit overboard with the smiles and the, you know, conversation. And it's kind of like a nervous thing rather than trying to be fake. You're right, you know, we all present ourselves differently in different situations depending on how we are feeling, as well as how we were brought up culturally as well.
Definitely. Responding to nerves, for example, doesn't make you inauthentic. If anything, that just makes you more authentic. I just think we need to be a little bit careful with how we judge people and their social behaviour. That's all I'm saying. I think seeking an authentic connection with someone is really actually a lovely thing.
6. She isn't narcissistic. Contrary to popular belief, Sigma men aren't narcissists. They may be a little aloof and prefer to keep to themselves, but that doesn't mean they think they're better than everyone else. They value people and believe in treating everyone equally. That's why they want a humble and empathetic partner, someone who values others as much as they value themselves. They want a woman who is strong and confident, but not so wrapped up in herself that she forgets about the people around her.
He mentioned in the video that some men who identify as Sigma males are accused of being narcissistic. From our research, we seem to have found that this is because some of them actually find social situations quite challenging. For example, we've got a comment here from this gentleman called Jerome, who identifies as a Sigma male. And he's talking about some of the difficulties with this personality. I know that my wife, as loving and supportive as she is, wishes I could be more like the husbands of her friends, the alpha males, who seamlessly slot into social fabric of our community. She hopes for me to have more male friends, to share in the same interests and pastimes as her friends' husbands. My inclinations to prefer my own company or the company of those who appreciate my authenticity occasionally leaves her to feel puzzled.
Yeah, it's the sort of lone wolf thing, isn't it? The independent male. And I guess that some women feel that they're missing out on male friendships, you know, like going to sports together, going down the pub.
Yeah, I can see that. I think where I can see there potentially being a danger here is that the Sigma males maybe even see themselves as superior.
Like aloof.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that they do, but maybe that's the perception, that they're actually looking down on these, you know, these alphas and betas as being like conventional, basic kind of men.
And they've risen above that.
Their interest is so much more authentic and complex, and they see themselves as apart from the pack. It's just interesting how some men kind of reject the pack.
I think they're the cringiest thing on the planet. I don't know what the definition of a Sigma male is. I've seen videos like Sigmas are better than alphas. I really just think it's some nerd in his basement thinking that he's like, he knows this other guy that he thinks is alpha, and he thinks he's better because he's a little bit more quiet.
A Sigma male. I feel like that's something that's like romanticized by guys now, and like the idea is like going around looking like serious everywhere you go.
So it's just interesting to see how maybe in some cases Sigma males might be their own worst enemies, really.
Yeah.
I can understand why it might be comforting to be able to think, oh, I struggle with fitting in because I'm a Sigma male. There's like a label for it. It makes sense.
Justifies
it.
It
justifies
yeah.
it, yeah. But I can see how this might also be dangerous because it then sets it in a positive light.
Yeah, and validates it, doesn't it?
Validates it and makes it feel like, oh, well, of course you're not going to fit in because you're a Sigma male, rather than actually here are some things that you could do if you wanted to form meaningful bonds with people.
Taking that argument further, I wonder if Sigma males recognise other Sigma males when they do find them, and then find that they gel and have a friendship with them, or do they still think, ooh,
yeah,
no, and want to stay
That's
a lone wolf?
Question.
Yeah,
because obviously a lot of men are identifying with this because these videos that we've been watching and these articles that we're reading have got a lot of attention, a lot of likes. So obviously there's people who are very connected to the idea.
Yeah.
I think it is important to say that the wolf pack theory of alpha, beta, so on hierarchy has been debunked. The original study that came up with this idea was done on caged wolves, wolves in captivity,
Oh, right,
not
yeah.
wild wolf packs. And actually, later studies found that wolves would tend to operate in family groups, where the alphas, if there were alphas, would be the parents.
Right.
I think it's society, pop culture that's kind of perpetuated this idea that humans interact in a similar way. Oh, you're a beta male, or oh, you're an alpha male, you shouldn't be that way, or oh, you're a sigma male. You know, these kind of categories, these rigid social groups, which don't have any basis on science, it's all pseudoscience, and which keep men from actually exploring the full depth of their personality.
Well, let us know your thoughts. Do you identify as a sigma male? Please let us all know whether you feel you're part of a group of male friends, or whether you have got other sigma male friends, or whether you really do feel you're an independent, free person, but do you actually feel close to other males?
Yeah, and if not, why not? Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give us a like, maybe share with a friend, and follow us on YouTube.